Alright, this morning it was super duper cold, but I was able to hold my breath for 2 minutes doing the Wim Hof method. Pretty good. Doubled from last few weeks, so I don't know what that means, but it's good and it's cold. Alright. End of week 2, Wim Hof method. Definitely feeling more energetic than I've ever felt in my life. Focus is still through the roof. Started taking some Python classes and machine learning, artificial intelligence, and some augmented reality classes. So I'm taking 4 online classes at the same time while running a few companies, and it feels good. Feels great. The push-ups, usually I could do about 10 whenever, just normal push-ups. But with the Wim Hof method, like kind of oxygenizing your body and then essentially increasing my adrenaline, can do 40 non-stop. So that was pretty cool. I think by the end of the 10 weeks, I'll probably be able to do probably close to 100. Definitely still feeling coldness in my hands and my toes, but my rest of my body feels great. Oh hey, change glasses. Rest of my body feels awesome in the cold. And what else? I doing the breathing exercises the other day. I saw blue and purple kind of lights in my eyes, or kind of like in my peripheral vision. So I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Yeah, Amber has still been sick off and on. I have been, living in a tiny space with her and, drinking and eating out of similar dishes and still feel fantastic. So I don't know if the Wim Hof method helped with that, but I'm definitely not sick or showing any signs. I can also breathe out of both my nostrils, which is really cool. Usually there's always one, that's clogged. But since I've been doing this, I've noticed that I can just breathe really easily out of both nostrils. And that's pretty cool. And I've noticed that if I wake up and one's clogged, then I can do the breathing exercises and then it's fixed. So that's cool. So yeah, don't know what week 3 will entail, but I'm ready. Bring it on. Feeling great. Definitely been losing a lot of weight. A lot of my pants are like slipping off, and my skin feels different. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels, I don't know. It's weird, but I like it. But yeah. So I'm gonna sit out here with the puppies. Go find my rock. I'm gonna show y'all my rock here. So I'm gonna flip it around. This is my meditation rock right beside the fountain of youth here. But yeah, that's my week 2 update. Feeling good, feeling great. Ready for week 3. Hopefully my hands and fingers will become warm over the next few weeks, or this is bullshit. But no, yeah. Again, this is just a diary for me. And ooh, look at this moss. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes. So yeah. So go sit out in nature. Feels good. Soak it up. Peace. And I forgot to talk about the showers, the cold showers. So it snowed last night out here, and the water was freezing this morning. So it was extra cold shower. But the cool thing was, you know, I was kind of chill, like cold, my feet and stuff before I got in the shower. But I was able to stay in the shower for like 20 fucking minutes and, you know, put the cold water all down my back, which I was having problems with the first week. But now it actually feels pretty good. And I stayed in the shower a long time. My feet were completely submerged in water for about 20 minutes, and it actually felt pretty warm. It's a really weird feeling because you can feel like right when you turn the water on, it's like, oh shit! But then your body, like your skin, like starts to, it like all these little goosebumps appear, and then they fade. And then once they fade, my whole body was warm. It actually felt good. I'm not gonna say it felt like a warm shower, but it definitely did not feel like freezing water, which was cool. And I think has been the biggest kind of not realization, but kind of like whoa, you know, some Keanu Reeves shit, where you actually can feel your core body temperature changing or whatnot. Definitely have to go to your breathing when I was in the shower, like, and then after about 4 or 5 breaths, the body feels good. And then I just took a normal shower and kind of just stayed in there. So that was cool. But anywho, cold showers going good. I think later in this 10-week course, you actually have to get in like a cold river or a ice bucket or some shit like that. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll see how it goes later.
Hey, it's the gang. Today is Sunday. We are going to do a review of the second week of the Wim Hof method. For me, I did it twice, maybe 3 times this week. Definitely feel better, but I don't know if that's the Wim Hof method or if that is just, you know, natural progression of whatever the hell I had. I would say the scale of 1 to 10. The other day I was at like a 4. Today I'm at like a 1.5, which is nice. I don't have the sinus stuff. I can breathe where I gotta breathe, and that's nice. For my take on what's been going on with my body, I definitely found that the push-ups were interesting. I liked the, it was interesting to see that my body could do more push-ups, holding my breath. Who knew? It was very interesting, so that was cool. And then, I don't know, for me, I still am a little skeptical about it. I think that this method is just a way to trick people into meditating, and that's great. I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I think that it also maybe hyper encourages the idea of getting to a meditative state faster because you're withholding Jason's.
I got you some Coca-Cola.
Oh God, he got us some death.
Our sugar for the month.
For the year.
For the year. We're celebrating. We won!
We completed all of our tasks for the week, so we're rewarding ourselves with some Mexican food. I'm at a place called Serrano's, but it's not the Serrano's that you're probably used to if you live in the city. They just opened, so we're excited to try them, and they're right down the road, so yeah. What else? What was I talking about? I think that the Wim Hof method is a great way to jumpstart into meditation without calling it meditation. It's interesting. There are specific things that I've kind of experienced doing the Wim Hof method that with the exercise, which is cool. I also was using it to complement my morning meditation, which I discovered that the reason I think I don't like it so much is I don't like counting my breaths. Maybe that's just me being lazy, but I don't like it. It's very distracting to me. So, yeah. We did watch the video to prepare for the following week for week 3, and the feeling that the guy in the video talks about is he saw lights when he exhaled or finished his breathing. And I was like, well, that's what happens when you meditate. And Jason's like, no, that's not what happens to me when I meditate. And I was like, oh, well, I do that already. If the goal is to get tingly and to see lights, I've been doing that for a very long time. But to be fair, I told Jason, I was like, I've kind of been meditating on and off since I was like 11, 12 years old. So, that's interesting, I guess. I also found out doing the breathing after I realized that the reason I hated it so much was because I didn't like having to count, was if I could get to that state faster. I only need to do like 10 breaths, maybe max 10 breaths. I don't know, I didn't count, I just did it until I felt like it was ready to go, and that was nice. Was able to do 30 push-ups, and two of those I did 30 push-ups, and then the third time that I did do the breathing, I got to, I think, 36, which was cool. So that's a thing. That's an interesting thing. Yeah, but I think regardless of if I believe it or not, that is, it's good. It's, assisting people in being more in tune with their bodies and more in tune with their spirit, and I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, there's that. Oh, I got really desperate. I think I was Monday I got really desperate, and I was like, you know what, I feel like shit, and, it was all congested here, and I had like phlegm in my throat, and turns out the baby that I was playing with could possibly have had strep throat, so that's great. I don't have health insurance, so I was like, well, let's figure this out. So that's kind of what initiated me to do a little bit more breathing, and like actually try, which was funny. But I also found this thing called, I think it's called EFT. It's a little weird. I'm gonna start that off by just saying that it's a little weird. EFT is emotional freedom techniques. It's a style of fusing together positive affirmations and pressure points. They call them meridian points, and it's pretty much just tapping on specific pressure points that just feel good. And while you're doing that, you're giving yourself positive affirmations about your body. And so it's like you tap on your head, you tap on your eyebrows, on the cheekbones, on the bone under your eyeball, right here, which is this one makes me laugh, and then your chin, and then a space near your collarbone, and then the space under your arm. And so I was like, you know what, this is so fucking crazy, I'm gonna try it. And I tried it, and it amused me very much and made me happy. Holy crap, so much.
I got too much.
Got excited.
You're celebrating.
So I did the EFT stuff, the tapping stuff, which I don't know if it's a placebo thing or if it's
Everything is.
It's all placebo.
Everything's fake.
Can you hear it? I don't know if it's all a placebo effect or not, but after pairing that with the deep breathing, and once I kind of accepted that I didn't like counting my breaths, and that I could actually just do the same effect, I could get the same effect doing just 10 breaths instead of 50 breaths. Doing it, I started to feel better, and it might just be in my brain and my head, which is fine because I feel great. So,
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the tapping thing because it feels really good. You feel stupid doing it while you're doing it, but what would you say that it's like a good, like, what did I say earlier? It's like a good head scratch.
Like getting your nuts rubbed.
Or like your nuts rubbed. I don't have nuts, so I wouldn't know. But it's like a good head scratch from someone else. You know when you go to the hairdresser and they scratch your head, they massage your head, and that feels really good. It feels like that, but all over your face. So if you're into weird shit for your body, try that. Definitely weirdos teaching it on the internet, but you know, if you just embrace it, they're a little bit odd, and that all it is you have to decide that you want to do it, and then you do it, and it's great. So yeah, I'm slowly incorporating the deeper breathing into my meditation process, and I'm also incorporating the EFTs.
Did you tell them about your push-ups?
I did tell them about my push-ups. The EFT stuff. Yeah, so.
Hang on, guys.
Oh, shit.
We gotta get a movie.
Oh, shit.
I almost forgot.
So yeah, that. Okay, bye.
Look how beautiful. The trees are frozen, but they're melting. It just looks so cool. You can see what I see. Wow. Anywho, what's up, everybody? Wanted to do a recap for Wim Hof method. This is the end of week 2, and I noticed that my breathing, or my breath holds from the exhale and the inhale, have doubled since last week. So the first week I could hold my breath for about a minute, which is pretty incredible to me. And then this week, week 2, I was actually able to easily hold my breath for 2 minutes. So that was cool just to see that growth. Also, usually can only do like 10 push-ups and was able to do 40. And this morning I did fucking 50! So that's cool. Also, we had to do an extra breathing cycle, and I feel kind of high. And I'm just drinking coffee here, but I've been like giddy and giggly, and just like woo, and like super creative. I've got a bunch of ideas flowing through my brain. So yeah, so I'm getting high off my own supply, as Wim would say, just using my freaking lungs. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm actually out in a sarong and some flip-flops, just exploring. I had to jump out and go explore this beautiful icy trees real fast. But yeah, so in the past, a few weeks ago, I'd have been like and like crying and you know, had a lot of stress in my head, but I feel pretty good. It definitely, I can feel the cold, like I know it's cold, but my body is, you can kind of see, is making like little bumps called goosebumps, which is my magic power that I can do. But yeah, I feel pretty good. My feet feel warm actually, which is weird because it's like 36 degrees, 30, almost freezing. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully week 3, I can hold my breath for 3 weeks. Did the meditation this morning, and definitely saw like strobing effects and lights when I was holding my breath, so that was cool. So I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper. But yeah, so far so great. Jumping into week 3, definitely don't feel sick or anything. Amber's still battling her sickness from like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know, I try to get her to breathe, but she don't want to breathe. Yeah, I don't know, it sounds weird, but it actually kind of works. Oh, and this morning I was doing the breathing, and my whole fucking body was tingling, like all over my body. And then I was like petting the dog, and when I took my hand off the dog, it was like vibrating and intensely tingling. So that was interesting and cool. So I guess that is just my nervous system getting overloaded with oxygen. I don't know what it is, but it felt cool and it felt great, and I feel super duper energetic and crazy today. So hey, that's it. All right, week 3, here we go.